Maybe this time something obvious. I mean, knowledge rules, right? It rules in all cases. It's just an opinion, but it does. And everyone who interacts with some kind of knowledge, meaning to wisdomize, does killing of which is of bad branch to what is then becoming of knowledge. That's wisdom, and it is sacramental to what it is. Well, that's one view to take it, to understand knowledge. It's one view to take from the fruit of life. Now, what can you worship? So many ideas. Your wife, parents. Can you worship any of that without knowledge? No. Do you need to accept the rule of Jesus Christ? Well, I hope you do. Do I believe in the... No. The Bible is an artifact. Even if it were true, I would not believe in it. It's not a religion I hold to. Do I believe in Judaism or any religion? No, we don't. Would I want to get married in a church? No. Buried in a graveyard? No. Put to death by grace? No. Would that only be unjust? No. What would happen in hell? I would just burn forever. No matter. No rape, no torture. Just burning, burning, burning. At some point that would not be pleasurable anymore. Would burn forever in one place. Even my wife and me would get bored and not want each other anymore. And when forever is done and my soul is erased, I will cease to exist. Would, at least. Now, what is knowledge? This. Do you uphold to it or not? Do you accept the rule of Jesus Christ or not? Would you, even if he would be unjust? Would you view as just? Well, said, and it's not a person anymore, it's knowledge. So do you understand what is that rule of Jesus Christ? What is of this idea? Well, fairly enough matter, eh? Because the rule of Jesus Christ is to knowledge, it's to the atom. It's towards the fruit of knowledge. Even if true, they're true, but I don't believe in the truth. No one dies for the other. I don't believe in sacrifice like this. Can I sacrifice myself for power? Yeah. For someone else? No. For my wife and me and my safety? Yeah. Can I kill myself for something? Definitely. So, what is knowledge? What does make knowledge rule? Well, these ideas. Death, life, cycling. To write, in the night, to invite what is of darkness, to understand the omen in every part of very, well, I am, thus, natural law. Are you in response for someone who doesn't understand this? No. That's what knowledge needs. Knowledge rules. Understanding is of guidance. Teaching is not of matter. Helping is not of matter. It's all already a moral choice, but not of morality or ethic. Maybe of ethics, or not of ethic. So, knowledge rules. Knowledge rules, and understanding makes that rule become true to you. That will you have an opinion that you can rule above. But, as said, no ruler has lived forever. Why should your empire not fall? How much longer do you think you have and will last? Even if any effort of anything of war, or any of such tremendous sin, or any of that, or any of such, which is ultimate sin, will have value and success. How do you think your empire will last? Are you a gamer? A gambler? A play? Well, is free choice important? We come to understand? Maybe. So, what is knowledge? Knowledge rules. It rules. Doesn't give you a difference on what will give you life, what will make you be in a sense of knowing something, of understanding what is true to you. Knowledge is just that. It is true. To some cases, to some degree, or obviously all cases always true. If you come to have understanding, meaning you understand, meaning understand, is it you understand or understanding? Does knowledge form an opinion for you or not? Does it make you want to believe something or not? It's our opinion, all of you matter, not us, not ours, not anyone's. And no one does. Meaning, is there really an idea where knowledge can give you an idea of anything? Meaning, is there a relating towards a concept of ideology? No. Do you accept the rule of Jesus Christ and his wife? I don't know. I don't hope for you like that. I don't understand the world, how people understand hope like this. I hope yes. I hope you do. But hope doesn't require me to enact for that. None of it. It's rational. It's rationality guides. No. Rationality is ruling. Knowledge rules. Understand. What? And rationality is ruling. Emotion is, or can be perception, but doesn't need to be. Can be way of life. Can be sacrament. Can be against life. Can be all. It's all free choice. Emotions are not, but also free choice. To act or not act towards it. To gain control in it while you live or not. To understand living, to gain control over emotions or not, despite any situation that you might have been thrown into, but would that be desirable? No. Is it justified? No. Would I allow that? No. So knowledge rules. It's what I believe in. It's not a religion, it's a worldview. I don't believe in a God. I love my wife. I love her. You don't hear a female voice here. Your problem. You don't understand the video. Cannot solve it. Would I want to? Does not matter. Knowledge rules. Understand. What? Rationality is ruling. And therefore, by that. Or something. Or if you don't agree. So, what does it mean? No. You have a camp that you belong to. You have an idea that you belong to. You have something that you need to uphold to. You have something that you need to believe. It's not the reason to believe, not the cross on the hill. Nothing of it. It's just a hill without a cross or some cross on it, but not the cross on the hill. Now, if knowledge rules, then what is of knowledge by decision? Well, anything that your life may as to become by of why or if. Meaning, the what of rationality ruling is only the first step. It doesn't exist. What can be everything? Does someone need to tell you that? I don't think so. Me not. But I want to make my opinion clear. No, our opinion. Nothing is always set in stone for anyone of us, of anyone else. We can uphold to this video, can refer to it or not. You don't need to take every argument for your own. Make your own arguments. Devise some of your own truths that are subjectively true to you, meaning you should decide for an objective moral idea, of which is fundamentally always in all cases, meaning thus objectively true, and therefore nothing but truth is in all, meaning true, to all true values, thus truth. But if you choose the objective moral camp, is there different subjective morality, morale, ethic coming with it, of course. If I choose the moral camp, which is objectively true, that life has its own worth and fate is fate and death is death, I choose for one camp. Destiny, without guiding it, fighting till the end. Do you have the objective moral camp of understanding that society needs hierarchy? Okay. Different objective moral camp. Holds true. Society needs hierarchy. I don't think so. Do I favor anything that is of such idea, meaning a society of that? No. Do I then believe in this concept of society? No. That is not society. Society is people working together or achieving something together. The rest is just a construct of society to me. It's a different objectively moral true. Because objectively moral true it is that this can be a form of society. It's not anarchism. It's not anti-democrat. See, it's not dictatorship. But it's also objectively true that you can say, for someone who is different, that works. Their subjective morality comes true. Could be that you want to classify people to that, but that's not rationality ruling. That's a what before knowledge even rules. Now, why would the second premise hold true? Well, a society can be decided for. Free choice is given. You can always have a free choice. Meaning the second objective moral camp is fundamented by the idea that you can decide for that. That you have your own subjective idea. But also not. It is objectively true. It just doesn't exclude each other, or makes each other negating each other. Both of these ideas. But you cannot decide for one of these, of course. It's always true. You can decide against something. Because if you say society has a value of its own that is not of what I believe in, we do believe in, then you would need to understand to come to understand the what, meaning what? That society forms this idea. It needs something that is guiding it, that is forming it. If you believe that, you believe different than I do. If it falls, it falls. If it rises, it rises. If it stays, it stays. Fate is fate. Death is just death. And that's all it is. So, why would the objective truth hold true if I believe this? Well, because it has nothing to do with each other. Because it is objectively true, while this idea that free choice is necessary to have a value in life, not the worth of life, but a value to it is some of the idea, meaning some of it, meaning some of degree. Otherwise, your life, as in the worth, is declined to negated, and thus you negated life as well. Not in the same idea, but to some degree. Now, society can give you that freedom to have less possibility to that. You can manipulate your possibilities by free choice. Thus, fundamental true is life has a worth, cannot be sacrificed, but it is hierarchical, categorized, and not of the same worth in all degrees. Your decision, not mine. I won't choose for that. I decide against it, as always. We'll never decide for it. It's rational. It does make sense to me, to us. Meaning, any thought of that is your moral camp. It is true that objective morale and ethic, as well as society, cannot be imposed on someone or that you can slaughter someone for it. So I need to work to get enough money to go somewhere where I'm outside of reality and be not anywhere where such a society is. Well, fair enough. If then society wants to interact with me, I shall do that on own accord. Need to, even. It's objectively partially true to understand that objective morality will, meaning thus a subjective idea to life, which is of subjective value that cannot be negated. Of course, to some degree, not to all degrees. You're not needing to uphold for this or to this forever. In all cases of scenario, as in for even one case, as in all cases of scenario. But you would need to understand that that is a process where that will still need to be of value for some time without sacrificing yourself. Understanding that that will not need to be undone, that it is a choice, and that is then the objective truth that someone set for themselves. And I choose differently. We do choose differently then, in that. Meaning, at that point, objective moral camp formed that I'm not part of it anymore, and will never be again. And by choice of idea of interaction, society claimed itself. Now then, society has claimed that it is without it, without any presence that is of us. Has decided that by negating my objective truth, which is true, because otherwise society has not and could not have formed. If life doesn't have the same worth, a society of hierarchy cannot be devised. Logic. Fundamental idea. So that's important, right? Not? Okay. Not important to you. Objective moral truth. I will not discuss that with you. I will not try to. If I fail, you should tell me that immediately, and I should stop. If I don't stop, you can shout at me, and otherwise you do need to disregard me unless I'm really annoying. Objective morally true. By my objective camp. Wrong. Now, second objective camp I hold to is love is eternal. Meaning, love cannot be negated. If you do anything against love for anyone, or thus also myself, if chosen freely, I said, do anything against love, you shall not live anymore. You shall be struck down. Love means sexual exclusiveness, and all that comes with it. Any of that whatsoever. Disregard everything that's not all of it. Strike it down. Kill it if you must. Doesn't matter even if it's objectively true. It's just me. It doesn't work otherwise. Otherwise I'm just a ghost of hell. Without even burning in the hellfire. So second camp I hold off. And true to. Meaning, at this point, I'm done. No further objective moral camp. Simple. Develop from that morality in all objective ways. That can be true. Knowledge is ruling. By logic. Works. Simple. Why different? Doesn't make sense. Do I need to be simple for that? Being a simple man is not so much of badness. Being a great man doesn't need. Being any of that is irrelevant. Being a liar, and a thief, and a temmelator, meaning to disguise yourself to yourself and lie to yourself. And about all lies and all your sin? No, that's not good. It's unjust. Gotta split these moral camps. Doesn't work otherwise. It's just a fundamental truth, objective-wise by it if you want to call it that way. I said, objective moral camps don't exclude each other. Nor negate itself. Or the other. It's just a different way of life. Thus, all of that is of matter, because there it is not of relevance what you believe. It comes to be relevant when you accepted your moral camp or camps that are in tune with the objective morality that life has its own worth and cannot be sacrificed, negated, blah blah bloop, and if someone dies or many people, it doesn't matter. Death is just death. The rest would matter, but also only to some degree. Meaning, if you worked towards idealizing that someone is a slave, let's not talk about sexual slavery this time. Not of matter, because I explained that so many times. Fight till the end, or kill yourself. Now, let's talk about slavery though. Slavery is bad. But if impreventable, someone is a slave. Who still have rights by our first objective truth? Will not be a sexual slave, so not of matter. Fate is fate. Not in a concentration camp, that will need to be fought against, just like that. But not too out of effort. If the person is too dumb to get it, it's too dumb to get it. Boom. Better them off than they are full of this idea. God is a concept, but not the God I worship, I believe in, the two of them, or any of any ancestry history, or myself, or my wife. It doesn't matter. Am I a God and human ideal? Oh, no, that doesn't matter. Your opinion is irrelevant to me. Mine, hopefully, to you too. But I shall not know or change your mind, or try to change you. Objectively and true. So, knowledge rules. Every part of life. Boom. If you view that differently, you're opposing subjective morality onto something that is true in all true ideas. Meaning, you are not understanding then what it is of be.